Recording. Happy New Year! I'm actually going to say today multiple times Happy New Year because this is a really, really powerful kickoff into the new year, into 2025, and we're expecting a lot of people. So I'm super happy you could make it live. If you want, also turn on the videos because then we have, we can build a stronger connection. And yeah, I'm super charged. I'm super excited for today. And also my assistant Jessica is here. Hi, Jessica.
Um,
From Slovenia. So many new people are in our community. So welcome to everyone. Hi, Naomi. I think we've seen each other before. I'm not sure in another somewhere. Maybe in the last Soul Creation Day in October. Were you there? Okay, but somewhere.
no, but we talked recently on LinkedIn and I
Oh, we
bought your
did.
book.
Okay, yeah, welcome. So nice, so happy you made it. Welcome to anyone who is here. So, yeah, as I said, you can turn on the videos. I'm always happy to see your faces. Hello, Birgit. Hi, nice to see you. Some familiar faces. Yeah. So, yeah, let's wait a moment until everyone is here. And I did prepare a lot this time. I was so motivated. I had so many ideas, and Christina is here. Hi, Christina. Nice to see you. Another familiar face. So I think we do have a lot of people from the US this time, from different places. Naomi, where do you come from? Also, if you want, you can write into the chat where you come from so we know where you're coming from. And as you know, maybe I live in Vienna, so I'm also right now in Vienna. I spent the holidays here in Vienna. I had a really nice time with my family, with my boyfriend. Martina comes in, and yeah, I do hope you also had a nice start into the new year. So, how are you all doing?
Good. Oh, good. Hi.
Yeah.
Lisa?
Yeah, now can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Now we
okay.
can hear
For
you.
some reason,
Thank
I
you.
was gone for a moment. Yeah, but now you can hear me. Hi, Jeanette. Nice to see
Hi.
you. Hi, Jeanette. So
Hello,
that you made
hello,
it.
hello.
Hello from San Francisco. So we do have a lot of people from the US. I hope everyone can make it live today. We have someone from Ecuador. So write it into the chat. Where do you come from? How are you doing today? How did you spend your holidays? There is Birgit from Thüringen. So we also have, of course, we have people from Europe. I do live in Europe. I live in Vienna, but I do work internationally with a lot of people from all over the world, also from the US. And I'm just so happy that we have this opportunity today to start the new year together with a powerful Soul Creation Day. And I did prepare a lot for you guys. It's really an interactive workshop where we will dive deep into tuning in with your own purpose, with your highest visions for the year. We will invite powerful master energies to amplify our intentions and our manifestations. Hello, Silvia. Nice to see you. So, yeah, so I'm just going to wait until everyone is here, and then we start.
Ist die Blume wieder vor? Die
Kathy
sieht man nicht, ist ganz gut.
here from the US,
Kannst du da nochmal umrühren?
from Vietnam. Maryland, hello from Vienna to Maryland. Yes, and also we will have a recording for the participants. Someone is asking. So we also have people from Arizona, we have people from California, from New York. That's wonderful. So I do hope all of you had a really nice start into the new week, into the new year, and also into the week, of course. And yeah, let's make the best use of this time together. And really, maybe before we start, I always like to start with a prayer. That's what I do in general. So if you want, you can just, yeah, close your eyes for a moment and take a few deep breaths and just tune into this powerful opportunity and into this day. It's also a portal today. It's 111. And usually the energy just builds up in like before the master class when I'm teaching, and then when we come together, there is so much blessing and light, and miracles we can invite into the field. And you can also just put your hand on your heart if you want. Hi, Donna, nice to see you. And just connect with your heart, with your essence. And also allow yourself to be fully present here for these like 2 hours we have together. And also maybe close all the tabs and just, yeah, bring your whole self to the table. Wonderful. Yeah. So welcome again. And yeah, so now more people are here. So I want to wish you a wonderful new year, a happy new year. And I'm honored and I'm super happy that you made it live today and you took the time to be here together, to spend time together with us and also with the master energies and to remember what you want to manifest in this new year. So every new year and every new day is an opportunity for us to remember what we want to create, who we really are, what we want to bring into the world. And I do believe that the start of a new year is super powerful. So that's why I chose the date today. And I'm just, yeah, super happy that we're gonna have a powerful experience of manifestation. And of course, before we start, I wanna just introduce myself a little bit for those of you that don't know me that well, because we have a lot of new people here. So I also prepared a um, slideshow, so I hope you can see it well. Can you see it well? Yeah.
Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah. Yeah. So welcome again to Soul Creation Day. And as I said, maybe just close your tabs, be present. Also, if you want, turn on your video. I'm going to have an interactive workshop with you. So we will have 5 steps. And after each step or during each step, I will open the space for questions, for sharing, or just, also if you want to have feedback from me. So really use the time and participate actively because then you're gonna get the most out of it. And Soul Creation Day is a 5-step process. So I'm gonna tell you what you can expect and what we're gonna do together. So first of all, we will define our clear visions for 2025 and really tune in with our essence, with our soul, with our higher self, and define what it is exactly that we want to create in this year. So we'll start with a super clear intention and vision for the new year. And then after that, I want to talk about the power of self-image, which is actually located in our subconscious mind, and how we can use our self-image and also change it in order to manifest in full alignment with our soul and our source. And after that, we are going to dive into the power of master energy. So I will guide you through a meditation where you will be connected with ascended masters, master energies. And if you maybe haven't heard about masters before, I'm pretty sure most of you have heard about it and know what it is. Just be open and just be relaxed and be curious because usually people, even if they haven't had a lot of experience with it before, they feel something. So that's going to be a powerful meditation. And then the 4th step is going to be abundance. So we will invite abundance and create abundance together and really create from the field. And then at the end, I want to do a powerful exercise with archetypes where we will use the power of archetypes to also move into action. And I find this is super powerful. This is super important and powerful because if we don't move into action, nothing is going to happen. Yeah. So I really like to guide people in a practical way. And I want you to stay till the end also, so you can have the full experience and really go out of the Soul Creation Day with an action plan, with at least one or two or more concrete action steps that you can do in the next few days or weeks in order to manifest your goals. Okay, so these are the five steps. And before we start, I just want to tell you who I am for those of you that don't know me. So I'm a world traveler. I do travel a lot. I work remotely since 6 years, and before that, I've been working in Vienna as a coach. So I helped so far over 10,000 people internationally, and I work intuitively. So I'm an intuitive, and I also help other people, coaches, healers to fully open up their own intuitive channels and skills. And also, I'm an author, so maybe you have read one of my books. So these are the two books. So I'm just a passionate, creative person, and yeah, that's who I am. And how did I start? So many people ask me, like, how you've been doing this for 15 years, like that's a long time. How did you start? So I just want to tell you quickly the story of how I came to to do what I do now, and how I started to get the name the detective of the subconscious. That's something I'm using now all the time because a client of mine gave it to me. And in like actually I did start at a very young age to have strong spiritual awakenings. Like maybe a lot of you also have had insights into the universe, the feeling of being connected, the feeling of knowing that there is more than the physical world at a very young age. So that's how I was growing up in a household with parents that were very open to meditation, to spirituality, that also worked in the field of consciousness, of health. And in that sense, it was very natural to me. But I did have a strong first spiritual awakening at a 10-day silent Vipassana meditation retreat. And what happened there was like a full-blown awakening experience. And since then, like everything in my life has changed. And that was the moment when I knew who I am and what I'm here for to do. And from that moment on, I really started to follow my calling. I went to the US. I spent many years in a Center for A Course in Miracles International in near Chicago. And I had long retreats of meditations, month-long meditation retreats. And after that, it was like 15 years ago, I was just going full in. I was going all in with my purpose. And I just started to work as a healer, as a channel, and as a coach. And that's what I've been doing so far. And I'm sharing the story to maybe help you and be an inspiration for those of you that also feel the calling of maybe working in that field, or maybe a lot of you are already working in that field and you just want to move to the next phase with your purpose and with your business, with your calling. And my experience in my own life, in my own business, and also with all the people that I've been accompanying so far is that the more you stay true to your purpose, to the innermost essence of you, and really the calling and the joy and the passion and just the feeling, this is what I'm here for, this is my gift also, the easier you're going to manifest success. So I really want to encourage you to also use the time we have here together and ask yourself, what is it exactly that I'm here for? What is my particular gift? What is my purpose? And then we will invite the energies of the masters, of miracles, of synchronicities. And what I can promise you is that when your goal and your vision is really aligned with your essence, with your soul, with your higher self, The universe has your back. The universe is going to support you. God, the field, the spiritual world is going to support you in your mission if it's true. And that is why we're going to start with really discerning between ego goals and goals that are fully aligned with source and soul. Yeah. So just to finish my own story, so this is, you see, one of my highest values is freedom, maybe yours too. That's why I work remotely. I have an online business since 6 years. I do travel a lot to the US. I love being in the United States. I love meeting people from different cultures, from different backgrounds. So this is my why, and it also drove me to start working remotely. And I did write two best-selling books, The 10 Dimensions of Crisis and Soul Creation. And we're also going to dive into the process of soul creation together. And these are some of the summits I've been speaking. So I do speak at various summits all over the world, in Paris, London, New York, in Florida. And yeah, it's my highest joy to be an inspiration for other people. So Bob Proctor was one of my main mentors. I'm sure you have heard of him. I did meet him in LA in 2020. Also, for anyone that is in the area of Los Angeles, I just want to extend my compassion and my heartfelt feelings. I did see what happened there, and I was there as you can see, like 4 years ago. And Bob Proctor, he died a few years ago, but as one of the things he always mentioned was that we have deep, deep, deep reservoirs of potentials, and that we are here to manifest in full alignment with source, that we are made, like we are made out of light. We're made out of potential. And we're here to live our biggest and most wonderful dreams and visions. Maybe Jessica, can you turn on the sound? There is some sound from some people here. That would be wonderful. Okay, thanks. So that was what Bob Proctor always said. We have deep, 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 deep reservoirs of potential, and we're here to create, right? So let's just invite also his energy today, if you want, because any person, any consciousness that has lived on the earth, even if someone leaves his body, is still here. It's just in the field. And I like to use mentors and role models and just people I admire in order to amplify my own manifestation. So that's one of the tools I'm using that you can also use. Just think of someone that you truly admire, that's a mentor for you, and just invite him in right now. Yeah. And by inviting someone in or an energy in, I mean, you can call upon it. So developing your intuitive skills, your psychic skills means that you can start to communicate with the unseen, that you can start to use the unseen, you can start to use the energetic world, the spiritual world, for your manifestations in the physical world. So, and this can be something very, very natural. It doesn't have to be something extraordinary or something you can only do once in a while. It can be something that's very natural and a daily thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's Bob Proctor. As I said, I did work with over 10,000 people and have my own method. I did train over 100 in my own constellation coaching method. And before we now start with the interactive part, I want to invite you all in to book a free call with me. So Jessie is going to put the link into the chat. I'm going to put the link into it later on too, but I just want to mention it like right in the beginning, because it's going to be just for the next 6 days that I'm offering the opportunity to have a free soul reading with me, a free coaching experience. And what is going to happen there? So I just offer it to help you to really find out what is your next step after this masterclass. because I know that often we are in a life experience, we are in a webinar, in a masterclass, we are super hyped with the energy, and then all of a sudden it's that we are out of the webinar and the energy just drops. And I'm opening the space for you guys if you want to have a one-on-one conversation with me. And I'm going to ask you three important questions that will help me identify exactly the area that has been holding you back and your biggest mindset block. So Jessie put the link into the chat, and just feel free to book a call with me. It's free, and I'm happy to get to know you one-on-one. Okay, but let's start with the interactive part. And before we do the meditation and really tune in with what are the highest visions for this year, for 2025? What are your intentions? What is it exactly that you want to bring into the world? I just want to start with a premise. And the premise is that you have a purpose. Everyone has a purpose. So I know that many people, especially now in these difficult times we're living in, feel lost or even depressed or confused. And I do think that the biggest pain for a human being is to the feeling of meaninglessness, of senselessness, of not knowing what is it that you are here for. So one of my main spiritual teachers, who is a living master, I'm very much connected with him, always says that the chance of getting a human life is 1 to 8.4 million, because there are 8.4 million forms of existence, right? And so if you think about it, like the chance of getting a human lifetime is 1 to 8.4 million. It actually is more than a lottery win to have this human lifetime. And there must be some intelligence behind it. There must be some reason. So if you were chosen to be given the human lifetime, you must have a particular gift that you can bring into the world. So maybe just, if you want, also now, just close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and give yourself a hug. Yeah, and give yourself a lot of like love and appreciation for being here, for coming here to this live event, and just feel that you have a purpose. And even if it's been difficult for some reason, and I know that for many, many people it has been really difficult, especially the last few years, now we want to start with a fresh blank page, like opening a new book, right? And feeling the honor, like the privilege of having this lifetime. It really is a privilege. It really is an honor. Yeah. And let's invite the spiritual world to help you remember your purpose, to help you remember who you are, that you're a part of God, that you're a part of the field, the universe, you're an infinite being. Yeah, and take a deep breath. Let's breathe out anything that holds you back from fully remembering your purpose. And also just stay in your body. You can listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you a lot of like content and things you might want to understand, but more really just stay in your heart and take the energy in. That's the most important thing. Okay? Yeah. So you can also keep your hand on your heart if you want. And also tune in with your soul, which is the eternal part of you, which is immortal. It's the part of you that is still part of God. And I do believe that our highest purpose in life is the communion with God. It's the homecoming, the full awakening experience, the homecoming of our soul. and that the path to that awakening can be a path of happiness, of bliss, of it can be miraculous, it can be also difficult, but let's just embrace all of it. Embrace the beauty, let's embrace the difficulties, because all of that is part of this divine experience of this human lifetime. Okay. And we are here for a reason. We are here to expand our light. We are here to help others. And we are God's greatest form of creation. And one of the reasons that we as humans are God's greatest form of creation is that we have the higher faculties that only humans have. And one of the higher faculties is intuition. Another one is memory, perception, discernment, imagination. So we can imagine ourselves, we can manifest, we can use our imagination in order to bring into form what we first see internally. That's only what humans can do. And also, we do have a free will. And let's just also feel the power of the free will. We have a choice, especially we who live in the Western world. We do have a choice, we have a voice. And when I accompany people, when I guide people, I always like to push them a little further out of the comfort zone, of through the terror barrier, the fear barrier, and really use as a motivation the consciousness and the awareness that time is limited, right? That there's something at stake here, that it really matters what we do. So just sit in the full recognition and awareness of how important it is, what you choose and how you use your free will, and also what you're going to decide to do with your time, with your energy, and with your freedom in this year. Yeah. So let's, before we do the meditation and get super clear on the visions for this year and on the intentions, we will amplify later on in the process with Meso energies. Maybe first, let's make a clear distinction between ego goals and source aligned goals and manifestations. And I do think it's important to make a distinction, because if you're following the voice of the ego, if you're following the voice of fear, so the voice of the ego basically is the voice of fear. If you're following that voice, you might have grand goals or visions, but even if they're fulfilled, it is not going to make you happy in the long run. That's the difference. On the other hand, if you're manifesting in full alignment with source, with your soul, with your essence, with your higher self, with your inner truth, everything that you choose is going to be amplified by the power of the universe, by the power of the masters, by the power of your spiritual guides. So I think it's a much easier and more elegant way to manifest in alignment with source and soul. And also maybe just take a moment to just reflect. Is there something that you're trying to manifest, maybe also for a long time, that is not in full alignment with source? And you don't have to feel guilty about it. It's a normal thing. Like everyone has some sort of compensation patterns or the feeling of guilt or fear. So just put it on the altar without guilt. Okay? And let's create together from source and soul alignment. Okay? So you can close your eyes now, and we are going to do a first quick meditation. And just take a few deep breaths. And as I said, just allow yourself to really feel the connection with your higher self. You can also invite your higher self, your soul, with your own words. And feel yourself being fully grounded and present in your body. Let's invite the masters, spiritual world, spirit guides. And now let it arise. What is it that you want for this year? And if you want, you can imagine yourself on the end, at the end of the year, on December 31st, 25, and also see yourself in a particular situation. Maybe you see yourself with your loved one, with your partner, or you see yourself abundant, achieving business success. And really feel how the vision now resonates with your heart. And let's invite clarity for you. Breathe in clarity and breathe out any feeling of doubt, of fear. All of that we now want to destroy and uncreate, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, pockets, and beyond. So this is a clearing sentence I'm saying from time to time. Clears your energy fields. And now I invite you to make it even bigger. Whatever you're wishing and manifesting right now, just make it bigger and be really playful, be imaginative, be bold, courageous, and remember you're here for a purpose. Remember you have a gift. Remember you were chosen. You were given this privilege of a human lifetime for a reason. And you are here to leave a luminous footprint, to inspire others, to heal yourself, heal others, to remember who you are, and to really come home to yourself, to come home to your communion with God, to your connection with Source. And now we want to activate light energy, light codes. And also, if you want, you can visualize light now pouring through your body, flowing through your body, filling you up with abundance, happiness, bliss. And even if it's maybe a little difficult for you to see it clearly, sometimes we cannot see the vision for some reason. It takes a little time and focus and also repetition. You can trust that the universe is going to deliver. And you can also say this or something even better, because sometimes there are like potentials in the field that are so much better and more beautiful, and they bring more happiness, more abundance than anything we could have ever imagined. And this is the mindset we want to use when we manifest. We want to be limitless, infinite, curious like children, okay? So let's say this or something even better, be super curious. And also you can now internally create a vacuum and a space by letting go, breathing out any expectations you might be feeling. So the secret of manifestation is being in a flow, letting go, expect and not expect at the same time. Yeah. And just be in a state of gratitude, Be grateful for what you already have accomplished and be grateful for whatever is going to come to you. Be embracing, that's the best mindset you can have for manifestation. Embrace everything, the good and the bad. And now I would like to hear or read, what is your vision? Maybe you just want to write one word into the chat or a sentence or an intention. I think I have to stop this for a moment to see if you write something. Yeah. What did you see? What is one main vision, one main goal that you're manifesting? I am a story guide. Wow. That's cool. And the power of sharing is important. When you're like courageous and just put it into the chat, it's going to be amplified. So let's also practice here as a group to amplify each other's intentions and visions. That's something I always like to do in my group programs, that we're using the power of co-creation. So let's just, if someone expresses, yeah, an intention, a vision, let's just everyone just put our positive energies and blessings there. Okay, what else? What did you write? Who is here? Someone came in now, I think. Some people are still in the meditation. Yeah, feel free to write it into the chat. I want to bring joy into people's lives. Wonderful. That's perfect. Yeah, that's actually that's also another important secret to always, if you manifest something for yourself, always think of the whole, like what is the service you want to bring into the world? What is also needed? Like especially if you want to build a business, or you are an entrepreneur like I am, and you want to manifest abundance. One of the most important questions is always to, like, what is needed in the world right now, and where is the gap and how can I fill it? Okay, so Sylvia is writing soul business, healing, wonderful, mentoring, focus, self-love, inner child. Erin is creating a meaningful livelihood. Wonderful. Tiao, whatever the divine gives me. That's also a really nice intention. I like that one. It's very open, but I feel it's very aligned. Michaela, I want people to trust themselves and their stories. Wonderful. God unites me with the right people. Really nice one, meaning that I meet those who I can serve and who in turn I can learn and grow from. Wonderful. Grow my business, to grow my community for wise women. Wonderful. In Phoenix. I love Phoenix. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for writing it into the chat. And you can still write more into the chat if you want to. And I see more people are coming in. Okay. So let's continue, because we have more steps that we are gonna, do together. So the next step is that we will use the laws of the universe to amplify our manifestations and to really work with the laws of the universe. And I don't want to go too much into the quantum physics, the science behind spirituality, but there is, of course, a whole science behind spirituality and awakening. But let's just go to the basics, because the basics usually are the most important things, and they are enough. If we use the basics wisely, we have a secret weapon in our hand. Yeah, we have a winning card. So what are the 7 main laws of the universe? So first of all, we have the law of attraction, which is probably the most known. Then we have a law of resonance and vibration. We have the law of cause and effect, which means that the law of karma, so everything that we send out, if it is like a thought, a deed, a word, is going to come back sevenfold. that is why it's so important to be always the cause, to live in the recognition and the awareness that we are the cause. So let's say someone is mean to us or things don't happen the way we want them to happen. We have the choice. Either we are in reaction to the outside, we are playing a victim, or we are in victim consciousness, or we are coming back to our manifestation source, awakened consciousness. And it really is just, it's a remembrance. It's just a thought. And we can always come back and say, I know I am the cause. And I'm going to create what I want to experience. I'm going to put out into the world through my words, through my thoughts, through my actions, what I want to experience. And that's working with the law. Okay. And also, when we work with the law, we want to look at the power of our self-image. So that's the next step that we do together. What is the self-image? Using the self-image wisely means that now we have defined what we want to manifest in this year. The most important question is, who do you want to be, or better, who do you need to be in order to manifest that? Who is this person? And the person is already there. It's not some future self. It's not someone in the future, like a fictional character. It's actually who you already are. It's just not habit. It's not a habit. Yeah. And the self-image is also the first step of the 5 levels of manifestation. So these are 5 levels. And now we want to look at the self-image, the I am, because everything starts with the I am. So the self-image is something that's deeply rooted in our subconscious mind. And I'm sure you've seen this image before, that like most of our mind is subconscious, like 90%. Beliefs, habits, programming, paradigms, routines, behaviors. And often we look at our results and we think, why didn't I see a change? For example, in my love life, why do I always attract the wrong partner? Why am I always betrayed? Because there is something inside you, there's a paradigm deep rooted in your subconscious mind, in your self-image, that does believe in that betrayal. So once we change that, and that's where I can help you, and I want to help you with changing it, is once you change the paradigm, once you change the deep rooted seated convictions about who you think you are and who you think what you are capable of, the world for you changes, the reality. Yeah. So that is the power that we have, changing our self-image. And in order to change our self-image, what do we need to do? Of course, we have to deal with fear. We have to deal with the fear barrier or terror barrier. We call it terror barrier. And I want to invite you now to maybe just again close your eyes and think again of one of the visions or intentions or goals that you have identified for this year. And just feel, is there some fear that arises when you think of it? Maybe there isn't, then I would also suggest to make it bigger, make the goal bigger, because when the goal and the vision is big enough, there must be some sort of fear. And let's reframe it together. Let's look at the fear and now call it together energy or excitement. And let's embrace the fear because it's a natural byproduct of growth. And Bob Proctor always said, fall in love with the terror barrier. And I like that. I'm always saying to my clients, just embrace the fear, invite it in. It's natural. It's actually good that there is some fear because it means that you're growing, right? Wonderful. And once you push through the terror barrier, you will see that the others on the other side of it is freedom, abundance, happiness, bliss. Yeah. So often it is misunderstood. Like we think it is fear, but actually it is just energy, it's nervousness, it's excitement. Yeah. Okay. And another important tool for what helps you to push through the fear is finding your why. Are you aware of your why? Are you aware of why you want the things that you want? And I do think that here we need total honesty with ourselves and just becoming super clear on why do I want what I want? And the universe is going to support our visions and our goals when the why is bigger than just a personal, individual, um, success. So maybe think again of your vision and really ask yourself, what is the bigger purpose? What is the bigger picture? Who do I want to serve? Is this the energy and the essence of my mission, of my essence, of my talents, of my gifts? Or is it maybe a little off the mark? Yeah. And also you can write it down for yourself, write down the bigger picture, the bigger why. Why is it? What is the why behind your wishes? Yeah. And also always come back to it. If you lose your motivation during the year, the most important thing is to come back to your why. Yeah, because the why is going to help you be motivated again. Okay. So energetic alignment. That's now the next part. And for energetic alignment, we will use powerful master energies, ascended master energies. And I do think that the alignment of our energy is the key to successful manifestations. We can start with visualizing, we can start with creating vision boards, but if we are not fully aligned in our bodies on a cellular level, on the level of frequency, nothing is going to happen. Yeah. And for the alignment of our energies, we're going to connect with source, with the field, with the universe, with God. So what is source? Source is the field of all-encompassing love, of all-encompassing energy, of compassion. It is unity consciousness. It is the opposite of duality consciousness. Source is like a completely different field of reality where everything is light, everything is quantum waves. This is what we can now explain on a scientific level with quantum physics. There is like everything is flowing in energy in waves. You can also call it heaven or home. Yeah, the home of your soul. And as I said in the beginning, like the purpose of our life is the reconnection with it. And of course, we can use meditation, we can use energy work, healing work to be reconnected. And what source really is, or what I know from my own experience from meditations, is that there are just regions and regions and regions of light and love and bliss and happiness and more light and more bliss and more happiness. And who can help us to reach that level of consciousness? Master energies. Yeah. And that's not my favorite part of the whole workshop we have here together, to really invite master energies, because they are like secret weapon, or they are like a winning card we can pull out to supercharge our manifestations, to amplify our intentions. So what are masters? What are ascended masters? I'm not going to go into like all of them just to mention it, there are 12 great rays with 12 archetypal master energies. And I'm actually teaching those in my program, Awakening Leaders. I'm going to give you all the information soon about how the mentoring looks like, what we will do there together. So we have 12 great rays, and the Ascended Masters are enlightened beings that live now in the plane of unity, in a state of enlightenment, that have been in a human form before, but now they can help us from this other realm. And as a channeler, as an intuitive, as an empath, as an open vehicle for energy and truth, we can tune into these master rays, master energies, and use them specifically for our own manifestations, but also, of course, in our work for others. Yeah, as a healer, as a channeler, as a coach. So they are really energetic catalysts, and they help us bridge the gap between the unseen world and the physical world. Yeah, powerful high frequency energies. So let's invite them together in the next exercise, in the next meditation. So I'm going to guide you through a light code activation and meditation, where we will use an elevator of vibration and really raise the vibration together. And then we will meet masters and invite them in to amplify and supercharge our own manifestations and intentions. Okay? So let's, again, you can close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Yeah, and just open yourself up for the light code activation. Just be present in your body and feel how you can now breathe in positive codes of bliss, of abundance, of happiness, and just in your own words also invite master energies. As I said, they are enlightened beings. They bring a lot of compassion for us, and they're already waiting to help us, to help you with your manifestations. So we want to envision now an elevator of vibration that we will use with different levels, and each of the levels will help us to raise the vibration, to raise the energy. And maybe you want to see a portal of light, the elevator that opens now, a portal, and you can enter and step into it, and you can feel that you're fully safe, also protected by your own guardian angels, by your spirit guides. It's going to be really easy and fast because this is a very high vibrational group. And so once we are now in the elevator together, we want to go to the first level. And on the first level, we will invite the energy of calmness, stillness, meditation, and focus. Feel now how the energy of calmness, stillness, focus runs through your system, through your body, your energy field, and it's a recalibration. Inhale peace, and exhale anything that's disturbing peace. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And then let's move to the next level. And on the second level, we want to invite joy, happiness, bliss, And maybe you do feel some like old residual energy of sadness, loss, trauma. So all of that can now be released by just breathing it out. And maybe you can feel how the masters are helping you in this energetic alignment. So let's destroy and uncreate sadness, depression, trauma, loss, all of that, right and wrong, good and bad, bottom POC, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Deep inhale and exhale, let it go. And then let's move on to the third level, which is clarity. Mental clarity, cognitive clarity, clairvoyance, knowing, like all of your clear senses can now be amplified and opened. It's a very natural process of awakening. It's like a side product or a byproduct of awakening. And let's destroy and uncreate anything that is unclear or even confused right now. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Deep inhale and exhale. So how much more are you now allowing yourself to be fully clear and aware of your purpose, of who you are? And now we want to move to the fourth level, which is abundance. On all the levels, true abundance. Money, financial flow, of course, spiritual abundance, time abundance, relationship abundance, all of that. Let's create abundance together, purpose. Feel how you can now vibrate in abundance. You can be the energy of abundance, and any old sabotage program, subconscious belief, fear, guilt, loyalty, that doesn't allow you to just be fully abundant, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And then we want to go to the last one, to the fifth level of the elevator, the vibration. The elevator of vibration, which is love, all-encompassing universal love. And this is the highest energy, the highest frequency. Now let's just be fully in sync with universal love. This is really who you are. It is your highest truthful energy. And you can also, if you want, visualize the color white or pink. Pink is heart opening. And in this high vibration, now we're going to meet the masters. So they're already there. Maybe those of you that are more like open or clairvoyant, you can sense them or see them. And others maybe just have a feeling that there's something. So the masters, they're always there when we ask them. So you can invite them. And maybe you also see a form, a face, a loving face, loving hands. And what the masters really do is they just pour love into our beings. They pour power into us. They elevate our state of consciousness. And you can also now share silently with the masters what your intentions are, what your wishes are, your visions for the year. That's a powerful manifestation tool. Just share them and ask them and also pray about it and say, I need help. What is the easiest, the fastest way? And now you can feel how they're going to amplify our intentions, how they will supercharge it with divine light codes. And you can really trust now while you're merging with these powerful masters. It's like elder brothers or sisters. That's how I like to see them. You can trust how your visions are being amplified and are being infused with clarity, strength, and divine support. Take it all in and anchor it in your body. And also, if you do feel a little doubt or a little fear, it's okay. As I said, we can fall in love with the terror barrier. It's like a natural byproduct of growth. Embrace it. And also put it on the altar and just, you can give it to the masters and say, this is my fear, this is my doubt, this is my whatever, my disappointment. And breathe it in again. And feel how you can now be infused with the light and the power and the love of the masters. And also, if you want, you can now write it into the chat. Maybe you still want to take it all in. I know it can be super powerful. Or you want to share it and let us know what you felt, how you felt the masters. I always feel so happy when I'm in sync with them, when I'm working with them. Makes me super happy. Yay. And want to give you a moment to come back out of the exercise. And let's see what you felt. Yeah, and these are like the more you actually connect with these masters in meditation, in energy work, it's really something you can learn. And also what I'm teaching in Awakening Leaders. So I want to give you a quick overview about the program Awakening Leaders. If you feel you want to dive deeper into that connection and want to be more conscious of it and really use it for your own life and for your work as a coach, as a healer, or in your service, in your creativity. It's also really helpful for creativity. Like any intuitive channeling skill is really actually the connection of creativity, like the channel of creation, being in communion with the field and just letting inspiration and clarity and impulses just flow through you. And it is something that, of course, many people have been given a gift. Yeah. Like I, for example, or you, many of you, I'm sure, do have a gift, like a natural gift of being an intuitive or being a channeler or just being in sync or knowing certain things. But on the other hand, we can train it. I always say it's like any other skill, like learning to ride a bicycle, learning to play the violin or the piano or any other instrument. It's something we can train. And the more we use the gift, the more we train it, the better we get. And the faster the connection is also going to be. That's the most important thing. So I see DG Donna, I think that's Donna wrote, I saw my dog. Oh, that's great. Being selected in a show. Oh, I love that. That's wonderful. Okay. Yeah. So I want to just give you, before we go, we continue with the content, I just want to give you a quick overview about Awakening Leaders, because I'm sure many of you are curious about it. And Awakening Leaders is really a mentoring program where I'm helping my clients to go deeper with all of these tools, all of these techniques, and really use the power of manifestation for success, lasting success, and true abundance with your soul purpose. So basically, it is a 6 months mentoring program where I'm working in a group setting. Usually, it's a smaller group, so it's very personal, very individual. We meet weekly, so it's a weekly life coaching experience on Zoom where we are diving deep into your subconscious programming, and also I'm helping you to develop these intuitive skills and giving you a lot of tools and manifestation tools, coaching tools. And the main thing actually that happens in Awakening Leaders is that you are being initiated into these 12 great rays of the Ascendant Masters. Yeah, and I do see that people are writing. I just want to see what you write. You felt calm. That's Ingrid. Wonderful. Dizzy. Yeah, that also can sometimes happen. Strong energies. And I feel great. That's wonderful. Yeah, sometimes we can feel a little dizzy or supercharged, like super activated, or even a little tired. So I would advise you to also drink a lot of water after the call. That's helpful to just, also release like old energies and be more open. So Awakening Leaders is a 6 months mentoring program. Maybe Jessica, you can also put the link into the chat so people can have it, but I'm also going to give you more detail at the end of the call. So make sure you stay till the end. Just a quick overview, 6 months live coaching with me. You can start right away. There is also the possibility to book a call with me. Maybe Jessica also put the link to the call with me into the chat. If you have questions, if you want to find out if this is for you right now, if this is a good fit, there are also many other options to work with me, just that you know it. Yeah. And as I said, I'm actually offering free calls for the next 6 days. It's a free coaching with me where I'm giving you value. It's really for you. I want to make sure that you know what your next step is. And also we have the possibility to find out if Awakening Leaders is for you. So book the call and I'm super happy to getting to know you. And I will give you more information about Awakening Leaders in the end. Okay, but let's continue with the next steps. So we have 2 more steps together. And the next 2 steps are that, first of all, I would like you to really take a look on where are you with your mindset concerning abundance and scarcity. I know this can be a little tricky because all of us, of course, we want to have money, we want to be financially free, we want to have, lasting success through abundance, but often it just isn't the way it is. Yeah. And in my own experience from my own life, I know that the root cause is in our own subconscious mind. It's the paradigm. And once we shift it, everything shifts. Everything is a reflection of our own subconscious beliefs. So basically, what is money? Money is energy. And the money that we have or not have in our life on our bank accounts is a clear reflection of the stories and beliefs that we hold about it, and the stories and beliefs that we learned in our childhood, often from our parents. Yeah. So abundance, on the other hand, what is abundance mindset? So we have scarcity mindset, which is also rooted in competition, in the beliefs, in the convictions that there is not enough for everyone. Yeah. So we are kind of believing in limited resources. We do believe that if we win, others are going to lose. And abundance mindset is actually also, it's like if you are awake, if you're spiritually fully awake, you know that you are abundant because money is just energy that is going to flow through your own life to others, and it's going to be a natural flow. Yeah. And you know that the more you give, the more you're going to receive. And we can create abundance by connecting with the field. So as I said before, the field, what is the field? What is the quantum field. What is the universe? You can call it God, you can call it universe, you can call it quantum field, infinite potential. So it is a huge sea or ocean of energies, infinite timelines, infinite potentials. And it also is true abundance, power. Yeah. And all of that is already there. So when we want to shift from scarcity to abundance, first of all, we want to remember who we really are. So once we remember our own essence, once we connect with our own essence, with our source, with our soul, when we remember that we are pure consciousness and bliss, that is actually the fundamental truth about us, unity consciousness, we're opening up to the creative flow of abundance, of dream clients, of a dream partner, of true love in our lives. Yeah. And that is what we're going to do now together in a powerful exercise, connecting with this universe that is an ocean of love and abundance, where you will have all the things you wish for, like happiness, spiritual alignment, purpose, meaning, financial prosperity, of course, healthy relationships. And I want to show you a simple exercise that we can use, where we are going to use our two hands. Yeah. So let's just maybe again start with connecting with the heart. Close your eyes again and take a deep breath. Feel again the power of the masters. And now you can use your two hands, and one hand, maybe use the left hand, that is gonna represent where you are right now, your current situation, with all the circumstances, your love life, your financial situation, your job, your business, your health, and just notice it. And also be grateful. In order to manifest more abundance, we want to be in a state of gratitude. We want to extend gratitude for all that we have. That's a really good starting point. And then just tune in with your heart. You can also put the other hand on your heart and connect with your heart, because the heart really is the portal. It's like an entry point to source consciousness, to the field. It's like a magnet. And when you're now connected with your heart, you can use the other hand as a representation for your future self that has already manifested everything that you desire, every desire you have, every vision that is in alignment with source, with soul. And the two hands you can now hold in front of each other and just let the energies collapse. That's a quantum healing simple exercise that's going to help you collapse time and space. And at the same time, just breathe and relax, and let's destroy and uncreate any old pattern of disbelief, doubt, fear, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And feel how you can now magnetize from the universe synchronicities, coincidences that are in alignment with this feeling of abundance. And now really be abundance, start to vibrate in abundance, and just attract the energy and the frequency of abundance. Breathe out any old pattern of and feeling of scarcity, mindset. Maybe you do have a feeling or belief of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough. And remember that your soul is part of God. And now let's invite again the master energies to amplify that and really claim it. It takes your firm decision, it takes your full power, your will, your free will. I'm claiming abundance. And it's almost like tuning into this future potential that's already there and just pulling it in while you're creating a vacuum by letting go. That's the most important step. Don't control it. There is so much more to that. There is so much more waiting for us in the universe that we cannot even see and imagine. That's the mindset of abundance. There is more and more and more and more for everyone and everything. Breathe it in, breathe in abundance. Wonderful. And now you can also just start to visualize who do you want to be and who are you as an abundant person? What would you do? How would you spend the money that you have? Maybe you want to go on a trip, on a journey. Maybe you want to invest in yourself, into a program with a mentor. Maybe you want to just take some time off. Like just see yourself as the abundant person that is just limitless. Yeah. And also, that's now the next and the final step of our masterclass. The final step is what are you going to do? Like, how will you move into action with all these new recognitions and informations that we have received together? So, as I said, there is a duality in the universe. We have the law of duality, the law of polarity, which is, for example, we have day and night, we have darkness and light, we have feminine and masculine energy. And we need to play in both realms. Yeah, and the moving into action part is more in the realm of masculine energy. So feminine energy is holding space, nourishing, listening, grounding, waiting, which is important, of course. First of all, we need to know where we are heading. We need to relax. Yeah, we need to be silent to receive the inspiration. But once we have the inspiration, what are we going to do? We're not going to sit and wait and meditate that something happens because we need to be responsible. We need to move into action. So that's why I'm always finishing with the part of moving into action. And we're going to use the power of archetypes. Someone is, yeah, I'm just going to read what Marx is saying, the areas. Yeah, happiness, clarity, abundance, vibration. Exactly. Yeah, that's the recap. Yeah. I'm also going to send out a replay so then you can listen to it again. So, moving into action. And I like to use the power of archetypes, which is super, super playful and fun. And this is one of the lists that we're using, for example, in Awakening Leaders in my coaching program. There is more to it. I have many, many, many lists like this or graphics with different archetypes. But first of all, what is an archetype? An archetype is a symbol or a code in the field. Yeah. So archetypal energies are also very much connected to the masters because the masters, the 12th grade rays, as I said, they are archetypal energies. And we, as a human consciousness or as a soul, we have all of them. Yeah. And of course, often we do have one of the archetypes very strongly, and another one is not so alive, let's say. And for specific opportunities in our lives or for manifesting results, we can pull on them, we can activate them with playful, let's say, role play exercises. And there's a whole system to it. I'm not going to go into it, like the whole coaching constellation method that I'm teaching since many, many years. Some of the people I think are here that I have been trained that work with that system. So there is a whole modality behind it, but we just want to use it today very simply and quick and with a quick approach. So I did decide for us to use two of these archetypes, and maybe you feel drawn to another one, which is okay too. So you can, I always like to look at it and just pick one very intuitively. So maybe you feel you want to be the artist today, or the creator, or the healer. But I actually want us to pick two, which is the warrior and the queen and the king, because these two also represent a masculine and a feminine energy. Yeah, so let's start with the warrior of light, the warrior. So the warrior of light has a masculine aspect to it. And especially for women, it can be a little difficult to be in contact or to be in touch with rage, with aggression, which is also, it's like, it's just energy that we can use. And we do need aggression or rage or just this kind of warrior energy for, on one hand, for example, setting clear boundaries, which can be difficult if you have an history of trauma, of abuse, which many people have. And also, on the other hand, we need it for our commitment. Yeah, for our moving into action. It's the sword of light. And I invite you to just take a symbol, anything. It can be a post-it, it can be like a pen. I just have a crystal here, yeah, which has a really nice form. So I like to work with crystals also. Just take anything in your hand. It can be just a pen. And it's a very playful approach. So while you're holding now, for example, the pen in your hand or a crystal or anything else, I invite you to fully activate and connect with your inner warrior of light and the energy of fighting for something, not against something. And maybe you have been holding back for a very long time. Maybe this is something that has to do with a past life. Let's destroy and uncreate all of that, right and wrong, good and bad, Pornbuckle 9, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Maybe there's some trauma, childhood trauma, maybe there's some abuse, whatever it is, right and wrong, good and bad, Pornbuckle all 9, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So let's just embody that. And once again, think of your goals, think of your vision, your purpose, your intentions. And now remember, there's something at stake here. This life truly matters. Your time matters. Your energy matters. You matter. And you can fight for it. You can set a clear priority and say, this is what I'm going to do no matter what. I don't care. I'm just gonna go for it. And now feel the power. And actually the warrior energy is also very much located in the energy, in the chakra, the energy center of the solar plexus. It's the power, it's the center, the chakra of decision, of free will, of commitment. And I invite you to be fully embodied now with the warrior. And you see also the beautiful picture. There is the warrior that is actually walking towards the light. Yeah, it's the warrior of light. And you're fighting for the light, for truth. And this is a very noble thing you can do. Yeah. And now activate all your discipline Also super important, your commitment, your discipline, and just promise yourself, promise to yourself that you're going to use your time wisely this year. You're going to fully go for it. You're going to go all in. Yeah, wonderful. And now actually there is one master coming in, whose name is El Moria. And he is also known as King Arthur. And he is also representing the warrior energy. So you see that the masters, like the 12 master energies, they're very much connected to archetypal energies. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, and now the other one, second one is the archetype of the queen or the king. So you can put away the symbol and just maybe neutralize yourself a little bit and just take a sip of water. That's what I like to do. I'll just tap a little bit on your chest. And then let's invite the second archetype, which is the queen or the king. King is also called in astrology, it is the Leo sign, the sun. Yeah. And like the queen is one of my favorite archetypes for all the manifestations that have to do with being seen, visibility, sovereignty, power, recognition, of course. And now again, you can close your eyes and maybe imagine your crown on your head, or you have your scepter of power in your hand, and really put your stake into the ground. And also draw a circle around you, an energy circle. And feel your sovereignty, feel your power, feel your purpose also. This is the queen. And especially when you have an important meeting or you have a live that you're holding, a seminar, whatever, it's good to just activate the queen or the king, the Leo energy. Wonderful. And also, while you're still embodying that energy and just kind of being aware of it, I'm super interested to read what is your next action step now when you're in connection with these two archetypes, with the warrior, with the king, with the queen, with the masters. Write it down for yourself, but also write it down for us, for the group. What is one next action step that you can take, let's say in the next 7 days? I like short time windows. It's much better because we need to move fast. That's another secret of success. Don't wait. Allow yourself to fail. Allow yourself to just try things out. Move fast, make fast decisions. The more you just make fast decisions one after the other that are in full like flow and alignment with your inspiration, with your intuition, the easier you can create a momentum. And that's super important for manifestations. So yeah, I'm curious to read it. What is one of your next action steps? It could be, for example, I'm going to start writing a book, or confirmation classes, practice perfection. That's really cool. Perfection, union with my dog, doing something for my business. Okay, that I have been procrastinating. Yeah, it's always good to be really precise. Maybe you know what it is. Yeah. And often when we procrastinate, I like to just get it, just this is the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow. So if there is something you have been procrastinating for a long time, just get it off, get it off your chest, and just make a decision to do it like first thing tomorrow or even today. Yeah. And also, if you have the first action step, you can. I really like to make plans for myself and with my clients, like to reverse engineer from the vision, from the goal, and to make super clear, tangible action plans where you know exactly what you have to do. Okay, Naomi is writing, create a talk or a presentation for a speaker event. That's super. Visibility, yeah. And anytime you are speaking at an event, at a summit, or you're going live on a social media platform or wherever, just use the power of archetypes and the power of the masters. It's a very practical approach. I use them all the time in my daily life. And also, what I want to give you, like an idea, in the next few days, you can play with it and just, for example, if you walk through the city or you walk on the beach or through the forest, just walk as the queen or as the warrior of light or as the creator. Yeah. And see what changes in your walk, in your posture, in your breath, in your movements when you're fully embodying that archetype. Okay. Michaela offer insights to writers through a presentation. Wonderful. And Jeanette is writing, spend more time in nature. Yay, and tap into these archetypes. Wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. And meditate daily, channel daily, shine spirituality. Okay, yeah. Wonderful. So thank you so much. I do hope that you take a lot with you and that you have a lot of inspiration. As I said, I want to give you all the information about how we can move forward, what the options are. If you feel you are in resonance with me, with the energies, with my teachings, I want to give you the details now and give you like, yeah, detailed information about awakening leaders. First of all, when you now feel like what you've received today, I'm sure you can imagine how you will utilize the insights to create the life that you want to create. Yeah. And of course, it's always great to have a mentor. So I always have a mentor on my side. I'm sure you've had mentors on your side. What is the purpose of a mentor? So the purpose of a mentor is to walk side by side with someone that knows the path and that has walked it before. That's the purpose of a mentor. And I'm here for you. If you feel like you want me on your side, I'm here. I'm super happy to support you and to walk together. Yeah. So it's always easier to have someone on the side that helps us to step into the unknown. And that is Awakening Leaders. That's my program. As I said, it's a 6 months powerful container for spiritual awakening, empowered leadership, and ascension. So all of the things that we've done here together that you've just get to know a little bit, we're going to dive deep into it and more. So it's really a very personal space for you, for your transformation. I'm helping you to move into action. What you can expect is weekly live coachings. Yeah, the time, I think it's Tuesday. At this time we have now, Tuesday, every Tuesday, we have a 2-hour Zoom call in a small group where everyone has time to share, to ask questions. I'm channeling for you. We're using archetypal constellation methods. You also learn to channel for each other. So people that have been in the program last year, they have made huge progresses in their own psychic intuitive channeling skills. You get to know the 12 great rays of the Ascended Masters. It really is a full-blown initiation into these energies and also into the divine ancient archetype wisdom. Of course, you get all the secret manifestation tips, my whole knowledge from coaching from the past 15 years, and you have access to a whole member site. Once you join, you get access to a member site with resources, videos, meditations, PDFs, where you have a lot of help and tools that you can use every day. Yeah, for 6 months. So who is Awakening Leaders? For those of you that want to dream big, those of you that say, okay, now I'm ready to jump fully into it. I want to fulfill my purpose. I mean, we're now in the beginning of the year. I'm always thinking, okay, I have two choices. I can, for example, just continue what I did, yeah, and have similar results, or I can make a choice for change. Yeah, and this is what Awakening Leaders will help you to. So if you feel you want to make an impact, you want to step up your game as a business leader, or you want to start a business, this is for you. And of course, if you want to do it while being connected with spirit world, with source, with masters. Yeah. Um, just a quick overview over the modules. So as I said, you get access to a whole library of resources. I have, for each of the 12 masters, I have recorded a video and a meditation. Super powerful. I did it last year, and it was, for myself, just recording the videos was mind-blowing because there was so much wisdom and light coming through. So you really get to know each of these masters and archetypes in depth. And also the meditations, of course, they help you in your daily lives to raise your own energy and your vibration for your own manifestations, but also to become a clear channel. So if you're already in a service-based business, if you are a coach, a healer, or a creative, or you want to be that, this is for you, because it really is a channeling training. It really helps you to become super clear in your intuitive skills, become a channel for yourself and others, improve your intuition, and really enhance, of course, your manifestation powers. Yeah, so that's what you can expect. You get a lot of high energy secrets, manifestation secrets. You learn a lot of the energetic tools that I've been using here in the call and more, quantum healing techniques, all of the tools that I'm using. And also, of course, you learn to have boundaries, which can be super important for those that are high empaths, like I, for example. I know that some people are afraid if you open up your intuitive skills that you're going to be overwhelmed and you can't set boundaries. So that's also part of the training. Yeah, so I invite you in, become the next awakened leader. Maybe Jessica, you can put also now the information for the program into the chat so you can read it. The investment is 3,000 or 3,300 a month. And there is a guarantee. I always like to give a guarantee because I want to have happy clients, of course. So if you say, okay, I want to do it, and for some reason, whatever reason, you're not happy with your choice, I give a full money back guarantee in 2 weeks. Yeah. So you have the possibility to try it out. And we have a bonus offer. So if you book right away, and there is also the link in the chat, the first 5 that book will receive 2 private coaching sessions with me that have a value of 1,000. So if you feel I'm in, I want to do it, just book right away. You have the choice, you have the chance. If you need a conversation, I said, just book a call with me. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm always happy to get to know the people that are in my Zoom calls. So there is a link also in the chat for the call. What is going to happen in the call? It's a free call. It's not a sales conversation. It's really a way of getting to know each other. I help you find out if this is a good choice, if this is a good fit, or if there are other options. I help you also to really move forward with your goals. And I'm going to ask you 3 important questions in the call that will help you move forward and identify your deepest mindset block. So it really is a free coaching call with me. I'm going to offer it for the next 6 days. And you're going to go out of the call with a clear step. Either you say, wow, this is for me, I'm going to join the program, or there is another opportunity to work with me, or you just get a free resource. I have many free resources like books, meditations, podcasts that I'm just going to find out which is the right one for you. So book the call. I'm super happy to help you. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. So we are actually at the end. I know it was a lot of content. I hope that you could feel the energies. I hope that you could feel the shift that we had together, that we went through together. And I'm also happy to, if you want, just share in the chat how you're feeling right now. It was amazing. Thank you, Jessica, so much for being here, for helping me. And of
Always.
course, yeah, of course, we want to thank the masters, the spirit helpers that yeah, are here with us. And I'm happy to see hopefully a lot of you in the calls next week till Friday or in Awakening Leaders. And thank you so much, Michaela. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Donna. And I'm extending a lot of love to all parts of the world, wherever you are right now, to the East Coast, to the West Coast, all parts here in Europe. Thank you. Stellar Soul, wherever you are. Thank you, Donna. Wonderful. Yay. Yay. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. And of course, a wonderful start into the new year. Thank you, Jeanette. And really use it. Yeah. And also, I'm going to send out the replay. So if you want, you can just rewatch it again, and do the meditations again, and just feel how the light codes are activated again also when you watch the replay. Okay. Thank you, Birgit. Thank you, Amy. Wonderful. Okay. So have a beautiful weekend and see you soon. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Lisa. Bye bye.